What is going on, YouTube? I am Lamont at large. Today we are at the Evergreen Cemetery here in Hillside, New Jersey. I'm here to visit the grave of Dee Dee Warwick and talk about the very, very uncomfortable subject, allegations that have plagued Dee Dee after her death. Very, very serious here, folks. So let's get right into the video. Dee Dee Warwick was born Delia Warwick on September 25th, 1942, here in Newark, New Jersey. She is the younger sister of Dionne Warwick, a very, very famous singer indeed. Both the Warwick sisters grew up singing for the New Hope Baptist Church here in Newark, New Jersey. Now, later on, they would make a group called the Gospelaires with their aunt, Whitney Houston, who is, of course, the mother of Whitney Houston. So they're singing with this group, the Gospelaires, and Dee Dee would often sing with another gospel group called the Drunkard Sisters. Now, how they got their start was in 1959. They were performing at the Apollo Theater, and of course, they were discovered by somebody working for a record company, and they were hired at first to just do session work. And later on, they would both sign their own record deals. Now, Dee Dee Warwick has always kind of been in the shadow of her older sister, Dionne. And it's going to be, in my opinion, very, very difficult to live up to the standards that Dionne set forth. If you don't know Dionne Warwick's music, I don't know. I guess you don't listen to a lot of oldies. She has quite a bunch of hits. I Say a Little Prayer. She sang Walk On By. And she had that song with Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and Gladys Knight called That's What Friends Are For. Big, big, big hits. So her older sister had a very, very immensely popular and fantastic career. I probably first knew of Dionne Warwick when she used to pitch that Psychic Friends Network. I don't know if anybody remembers that. And of course, Dionne Warwick's image took a little bit of a spill because she got into a lot of trouble with Uncle Sam over non-payment of taxes, but that doesn't take away her career. I mean, just a phenomenal career, a great, great singer. When she was younger, a very attractive lady. And Dee Dee, she had a couple hits. Her first, charted single that she recorded was called We're Doing Fine. And I think it hit number 30 in a Billboard Top 100. Now, Dee Dee, her best hit, I guess a lot of people, if you ask them, like, what's Dee Dee's biggest hit, it was a song called I Want to Be With You. Now, that's not the song that really made her famous, or that song famous. That song was actually rewritten and sang by the Supremes, who did a duet with the Temptations, of course, Diana Ross being the leader of the Supremes. And they renamed the song I'm Gonna Make You Love Me. Now, I'm not gonna sing on this video, but I'll put the links to the songs in the description box below so you can know exactly what songs I'm talking about. That was a big, big song, and just a fantastic music. And Dee Dee, she had I guess what you can say, compared to her older sister, she had a mediocre career. Her last albums that she recorded was in the mid 80s. And basically after that, she kind of fell off the radar, and she would do a backup singing for her sister and other groups and stuff like that. She lived in Los Angeles during those times before she moved out to, I want to say she moved to Georgia. And throughout her life, there's been allegations that she had a substance abuse problem, and a great deal of her adult life, she dealt with diabetes. Now, Dee Dee passed away in October of 2008, but 10 years later, the allegations that hit against her name were very, very heavy, to say the least. So in 2018, a man named Kevin McDonald, he debuted his documentary about Whitney at the Cannes Film Festival. And in that documentary was I would say, a bombshell allegation. Absolutely a bombshell allegation. And that allegation was that when Whitney Houston was a little girl, that Whitney had a lifelong assistant named Mary Jones. You can even call her confidant, probably her best friend. And of course, we all know Whitney dealt with a lot of demons in her life, her own substance abuse problems, which sadly plagued the end of her life and her career. And I just remember seeing her on TV, high as a kite, and just absolutely feeling terrible for her. One of the greatest singers of all time. She could even be top 5 easily in many people's opinions, and the number 1 singer of all time. And Mary Jones said that Whitney had confided to her that Dee Dee had molested her on quite a few different occasions when she was a little girl. And Dee Dee would have been probably at least well into her early 20s. And Gary Garland, who's the half-sister of Whitney, he actually played in the NBA for the Denver Nuggets for a season. He's done some singing, some backup singing as well. And in an interview, he too said that Dee Dee fondled him. Now, when I read this before, I said, these are one of those things that people are just saying to get attention, to sell their documentary or what have you. But in that interview, when Gary said, and being a grown man, being, well into his 50s, coming on national TV and saying, yes, Dee Dee molested me. In my personal opinion, why would a grown man say such a thing? It takes a lot of courage to come out and say something like that. And, things like that, I personally believe that oftentimes it happens a lot more than we think. Now, Sissy Houston has, of course, denied those allegations and has said that, it never happened. It never happened. But you have a very trusted confidant of Whitney Houston who said in published articles that, yes, this is true. That's one thing. But also you have Gary Garland, the half-brother of Whitney Houston, confirming those allegations. Of course, they said that after she died, and Dee Dee is not here to defend herself. This is the grave of Dee Dee Warwick. She's buried alongside of her parents, that is Mansell, and her mother, Arthur Lee. Mansell Jr., that's her brother, younger brother, he died in an accident. And just a very, just a very, very tough thing to read, to say, to do a video about. And, if anybody in the Warwick family, I did not come to this gravesite to be disrespectful. I come here just as, and I'm not going to say I'm a reporter. I'm not. I'm just a guy on a cell phone that just tells stories. But all I can say is this, Dee Dee is not here to defend her name. On the other side of things, you have at least one verified on TV camera interview with Gary, who confirmed that, yes, this happened. What's to make of it? I have no idea. But oftentimes, abusers have often been abused themselves. So we don't know what was going on in the Warwick household. A great singing family that their name has been marred by these, alleged things. So rest in peace to all. Okay, guys, I am out of here. I got to hit the road. I will catch up with you on the next video. Be good, y'all. Peace out.